What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in a warehouse in Florida picking up a flooded Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Yep.
Wow! Are you gonna change the color? You're gonna keep it gray?
Yep.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Well, we have made it back from Florida with the Ferrari, and we already started tearing into it. Here are a lot of spare parts that came with the Ferrari, including a Ferrari bag that has a Ferrari-specific battery charger. And you can see, this is where we get to the good parts. We've uncovered a lot of sandy parts, but things are looking pretty promising further up on the chassis. And right here, you have your hydraulic pump, because I believe this is a hardtop convertible. But we have got some gross modules to address. And since on most sport cars, most of the modules are on the floor of the chassis, we need to start ripping up the rest of that interior. So let's get to work. After we cleaned off this module, I was able to tell that this is the TCM, or the transmission control module. And as you can see from inside the interior, this is an E-gear, reverse, auto, PS, and you shift with the paddle shifters on the steering wheel. So it's obviously an automatic transmission, and the cool part with these connectors is this yellow ring that you see around these connectors is actually a watertight seal, so almost every single pin inside of this TCM is not corroded except for numbers 3 and 1. As you can see, there's a little bit of corrosion on them. Same with pins 3 and 1 on the connector side. Now we will be addressing that corrosion later. We undid this module, and let's clean it off real quick. Now that that's cleaned off, it says EPB ECU, so I assume that means electronic parking brake ECU. And it's got this cable running through the bottom of the trunk connected to this module. And just like the transmission control module, this module has no corrosion on those pins because there is a watertight seal on this connector. And the pins inside that connector look good as well, nice and shiny. Now we also partially removed this pump, which is for, I believe, the convertible. Got a ton of lines running from the bottom of it. We disconnected the plug from it, and it is pretty corroded on the plug side and on the module side down in there. Here are some more connectors that will need to be replaced and repinned, along with these as well, and this one that we have yet to unplug. Now moving inside this beast of a trunk, you've got your seat belts for the rear seats, as this is a 4-seater, and then we have a control module for, I believe, the convertible as well. And this has a lot of connectors going to it. And now we are going to move into the interior, take out the seats and the carpet, and start working with all of the modules that are on the floor. Well, here it is. This is the motor in the Ferrari. It's a 3.9 liter V8 twin turbo. And this Ferrari is actually classified as a mid-engine car because the engine sits behind the front axle. And so far we have no power to this vehicle. And when we turn the key, nothing even happens. And a side note on the engine, the previous owner did check the oil and do an oil flush, and there was no water inside of the engine, and they put brand new oil in it. So now we got to figure out how to get this thing started. And thankfully, it did come with a key. In the next episode, we're definitely going to try and get the dash to light up and maybe even get this thing to start. So we will catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Alright, unexpected bonus content for you guys. I was in the garage cleaning the fire blade. Look what I found. So I was cleaning the tail and I looked down. I got a nail in the tire. But I've been riding like this for a while because you can see it's kind of ground down a little bit. I've never got a nail in the tire on a regular automobile, but I've gotten a nail on the R1M and on this fire blade. So let's order a brand new Rosso 3, my favorite, and change it out.